Yeah, well, I told the team they're like the cardiac kids. They somehow are enjoying being on the edge at the end of these games. I've coached for 46 years, can never remember 4 consecutive games ending on the final possession and winning all 4. So the guys did a tremendous job. A lot of credit goes to Virginia Tech for the way they played in the first half. I thought they were very, very good. And then I thought our team really responded at halftime, came out and played great the whole second half. And, of course, DJ Vasiljevic really helped us. He nailed some threes. Lonnie Walker hit a 3. Chris Likes hit a 3. And then, of course, Chris made the big free throw at the end. So.
When DJ gets hot like that, just talking about how that helps your team as far as spacing and all that in the games where you can just keep hitting that thing.
Well, there's a lot of guys that deserve credit for that. Number one, Sam Wardenberg was the one setting the screen for him. Number two, Chris Likes was getting the pass to him right at the right time in rhythm. And the other guys were keeping their man busy so that there wasn't any help. So just really a terrific job. And DJ ended up with 16 points, but Chris Likes got 7 assists, and I think probably 4 of them right to DJ.
Is there something about this team's personality that lends itself to thriving in these situations? Or?
You know, honestly, a lot of the credit I would give to Jaquan Newton. And I'll tell you why. When you're the only scholarships senior and there's a lot of pressure on you to lead the team, and then the team goes through a 3-game losing streak, and it's very easy for others to doubt you. And for whatever reason, I saw Jaquan Newton when we went into Notre Dame. It was probably the happiest I've seen him all year. You think you'd be miserable. I think his personality and excitement and his positive attitude at that moment in time lent itself to our guys following that example. And we played very spirited, a lot of team spirit, a lot of guys cheering for each other. And then Buka Zundu made the shots on missed shots. He offensive rebounded and scored the buckets that won the game. And everybody on the team was so thrilled for him. Then the next game, it was Boston College, and everybody was thrilled for Lonnie Walker and Chris Likes. Chris for making all those key plays down the stretch, and Lonnie for hitting the game winner. And then we go to Carolina, and all the guys tackle Jaquan at the end of the game. And you could see in the locker room the excitement, not just about winning, but winning 3 games in a row like that. And now it's 4 games in a row like that. So it's really fun for a coach to watch your team lift its spirits right at a crucial time of the year. And I know we don't know who we play or when we play yet, but we're 11-7. We've put ourselves in a good position for the ACC tournament and for an NCAA bid.
You went from 12 down to 9 up. That's a big swing. What was happening there?
Well, what was very interesting is they were playing so small that we decided to put in 4 guards ourselves. So we ended the first half with Chris Likes, Lonnie Walker, Jaquan Newton, DJ Vasiljevic, I believe those were the 4 we had, and Sam Wardenberg. And they shared the ball and hit some shots. So we ended up down 7 instead of double digits. And then the second half, we started Chris, Lonnie, Jaquan, Amp, and Dewan. And Dewan had sat for 16 straight minutes because of foul trouble, and he came out really determined to add a dimension that we didn't have in the first half, and the other guys found him. Chris Likes found him. I think Jaquan found him, and DeJuan was very aggressive in attacking the basket.
Coach, a few games ago you talked about that February wall with some of the younger players. How do you feel like they've rebounded from that?
Yeah, I think they're enjoying playing a lot. And it's a little bit interesting, our schedule. I mentioned this to you earlier. From the 1st of January to the end of February, we were traveling every weekend, every Friday or Saturday or Sunday. We didn't have a single weekend at home. And now we played on a Monday against Notre Dame and then had 4 days to prepare. Two days we took off so we could rest and recover to play Boston College. Then we played Tuesday, and we had a day off so that we could prepare. So we've been very well rested these last 4 games, and I think that has shown. And we only had 3 guys in double figures, but DeJuan had 9, and he only played 19 minutes, so I think he would have been in double figures. And Anthony Lawrence had 8. They did out-rebound us, which really is a concern of mine. That's defense and rebounding are 2 huge stats, but we did end up shooting 48% from the field and 42% from 3. Both teams really battled. We didn't make our free throws today, though. But I was glad that Chris didn't make the second free throw, because after you take it out of bounds, they could throw it the length of the court and get a 3, and they weren't able to do that.
Coach, what went into your decision-making to have Chris take that last shot? I mean, obviously you have Lonnie.
Well, it's a set play, and there are several options. The first option is we have DJ Vasiljevic running out of the corner to the top of the key. Another option is Lonnie Walker using a back screen to get to the corner for a 3. And then the last option, it's not in this order. Chris has the first option. He's the decision maker, is to clear that side and let him drive to the basket. And, they try to reach from behind and knock the ball loose, and ended up being a foul.
And when you look at like you said, all the travel and everything, the possibility of having a double bye in the tournament, how huge would that be for this group?
Well, I think the double bye is helpful to everybody. We won't know if we have the double bye until after the remainder of the games for today. One of the nice things about playing at noon is we're done. You guys get the rest of the day off. And I can go out and have a nice meal with my wife, maybe go to a movie. But the other teams are getting ready to play, and we'll be tuned into those games to figure out where we play and when we play.
Coach, I know in the past you've said momentum was more of an in-game thing, but 4 last-second wins going into the tournament, I mean, you said you've never seen that. How can that boost your guys? How will that affect them?
Well, confidence is a huge part of success, believing in yourself. So I think our guys have developed a lot of confidence in themselves and in their teammates. If you look at our substitution pattern, we had 3 freshmen out there during the most critical time of the game. Chris Likes, Lonnie Walker, and Sam Wardenberg were out there, and then we were subbing Jaquan Newton for defensive purposes and Anthony Lawrence for defense. So you're constantly juggling. It's a game of chess. You got to get the right matchups. That's why I said at the end of the first half, they were so small and nailing 3s, we just decided, okay, we'll try to do the same thing. And we had a bunch of 3-point shooters out there.
Even though the underclassmen sort of carry load, to see someone like Chris Stoll score the first point on senior day, just...
Well, considering we won by 1, you'd have to say Chris Stoll won the game. Right? If he misses both free throws, who knows what happens?
For him overall, to see him, just the emotion for him to be able to get out there and get
Yeah.
1%.
I will tell you, I'm actually very surprised that Mike Robinson missed that 3, because he's a very good 3-point shooter from the corner. And I think it's fantastic that Chris Stoll went so hard to the offensive boards that he got a foul on them while he was tipping the ball in.
Jim, I know we probably see you before you guys leave. Is there any kind of update on Bruce, or is it still the 12th? I mean,
Yeah, I don't know anything further. March the 12th was the date I was told.
Jim, are you surprised, given Bruce's injury, that how well the team finished 11-7 in the league, 22 wins overall? Did you expect this, or what are your thoughts on play without Bruce?
What were we, 5-4 in the first 9?
That's right.
So that makes us 6-3 in the, if my math is right. You know, so actually I think we went 7-3 because Bruce didn't play in the 9th game against Pitt at home here. So here's what I would say. Bruce Brown is absolutely a tremendous kid, tremendous player, tremendous leader for our program. So in many ways, we miss him. But in many ways, it gave other players opportunities to step up. And if you look at the minutes played, the guy who probably has gained the most minutes is Sam Wardenberg and Chris Likes. I mean, neither one of them play like Bruce, but the combination of those two freshmen, Chris, to me, there are 3 guys that deserve very serious consideration for 6th man of the year. Because for Chris, he came in off the bench like 22 times this year. And sometimes he started because of injury, you know. But Chris Likes and DeAndre Hunter from Virginia and Chris Clark from Virginia Tech. To me, those are the 3 most impactful subs in the league. And you can see what Chris Likes does for us. He ends up with 15 points and 7 assists. So I hope he wins 6th man of the year. I think that would be terrific and certainly something that he would have earned. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you.